Hello everybody, we're back with the beginning of episode 3, and you can see I have my mask on. The paper has been removed, the clamps have been removed, everything's looking good, and I'm going to basically take the die grinder and rough everything up and prep for more flox filler and 2 layers of bidirectional fiberglass on this side. And I'm going to do the same over here. Prep it, fill it, and 2 layers of glass. Down here on the long point, we are going to clean this filler up and shape it and prep both sides for hopefully 2 layers of glass across the tip, which will reinforce this fiberglass filler. And so let's get started. The reason you want to roughen up the surface that you're going to bond to is so that the next layer of fiberglass and epoxy will stick. Okay, I've got this just about done. I need to grind on this. Here's the sharp point. You can see it's sanded and prepped. You can see the grooves right here, which I've scratched out, and over here I scratched out with that pick so I can rough up the surface so we'll get a better bond. This side, I'm assuming that we're going to lay completely across here, right from here over to here. I'm going to fill in with flox down here. I'll probably keep the glass up here. I'll get as low as I can. Everything's looking good. Over here on the long point, you can see that I've got through the flox, epoxy flox filler down to the metal. Now what I want to do is I want to make a transition so it dips down off the metal with a slight convex shape, so that because I'm going to come in here with 2 layers of glass, and I'm going to go all the way across and cap this whole thing with glass. Now my hope in doing that is that adding 2 layers to the metal will not cause a problem with the fit of the leather pocket. However, I consider this low risk because if it is, I'm just going to grind off the 2 layers around the metal, and hopefully the 2 layers that come in down here are below the metal, and they should be, or at least close. And so, worst case scenario, all I have to do is grind off the glass across here, and then we end up with a cap around here. The best situation structurally is to get a cap all the way across. And then I'll be doing the same on the other side. Shape is not quite done. There's a little bit more there than will probably be needed, but I want to leave as much on there as we can. So I'm going to have Jeannie put the pocket, slip it into the pocket and see where we're at.
It's at the bottom, so that it fits.
Okay, now what I'd like to do is add 4 more layers of glass. How much room do you think is in there?
Got a little bit, not a whole
Not a
lot.
lot?
No.
Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit snug. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove just a little bit more, and then we're going to prep for glass. That's not too bad. I'll try that. Okay, I've got the filler in. I know it looks kind of messy, but you'll see how it takes form. Okay, so I'm going to put this the way you want to lay this in, and this is very important to get maximum structural integrity here, is you want the fibers on a 45-degree angle to the bending. If your part is bending in this direction, then you want the fibers on a 45-degree angle. That will give you about a 41 to 42% strength improvement in bend with the same piece. If you orient this such that the fibers are going this way, you're going to miss out on 40% bending strength capacity. That's very important. And this is an aviation grade bidirectional fiberglass. Highly recommended. If you use automotive grade, you're going to really have a lot less strength, and I can explain more on that later. You can see the glass start to get wets out pretty good. You just keep working it. I don't know if you can see the fibers, but they're running in a biased direction, 45 degrees. These are principles that I built my airplane on, and I'm here to talk about it. I put over 500 hours on that airplane, and I taught myself how to do aerobatics, so I stressed it pretty good. And like I said, I'm here to talk about it. All right, the other thing you want to watch for is air bubbles, and if you see them in there, you want to work them out. And this side looks just about ready. And I like that. There's the layup on the inside, short point. Outside. You can see the white area where the where the chip was. Yeah, I'd say we'll let that set up.